My clients are often really surprised to learn that there was a long, long period of my life where I woke up every morning really crippled with anxiety and bracing for something dreadful. I didn't know what, just that something awful was bound to happen. And if the anxiety and panic attacks weren't scary enough, what felt worse was how familiar all that had become. Like it was just part of who I was. It wasn't, and it isn't who you are either. Anxiety and panic have not been part of my daily experience for many, many years now, and I've guided hundreds of clients out of that debilitating hellhole, and I want to do the same for you. What neuroscience has actually shown us is that anxiety isn't a personality trait and it isn't a permanent state. It's something that the brain learned to do. It runs on the exact same machinery as every other habit that you've ever had. And like every other habit, it can be unlearned, which is great news. But not by fighting it, not by trying to think your way or logic your way out of it at the exact moment that your prefrontal cortex has actually gone completely offline, which is, of course, what happens when anxiety peaks. The brilliant neuroanatomist Jill Bolte Taylor discovered something that changed how I work with people. The biochemical lifespan of an actual emotional spike is around 90 seconds long. That's it. 90 seconds for that sensory wave to rise and then peak and then begin to fall all on its own. The reason it feels like it sometimes lasts for hours or maybe even days is because we keep restarting the clock by worrying about the experience, by arguing with yourself about whether you should feel this way, or trying to sort of push it down, or use coping mechanisms. And all of that mental activity just keeps triggering another 90-second flush of chemicals and another and another. So the wave doesn't get to finish, it just keeps getting fed. And what I've found, both personally and with people that I work with, and what the science backs, is that the moment that you stop fighting the wave and get genuinely curious about it, something then begins to shift. You lean in, you turn toward the sensations rather than away from it. You notice where it shows up in your body. You watch it the way that you might watch a wave rolling into the shore. And your nervous system, which has been waiting for exactly this kind of permission, starts to do what it was always designed to do, which is settle all the way down. I'm running a free live webinar soon, and this is exactly what we're going to cover together, both theoretically, because the research shows that just understanding the mechanisms of the mind eases anxiety, but also as something that you can actually feel and use in the moment that anxiety arises. We will look at how anxiety becomes a self-fulfilling loop and why the usual advice so often makes it worse. We will learn what the 90-second wave model means for you, for how you relate to your own nervous system, and some very simple embodied practices that you can use in the moment that it happens. It's 90 minutes on Zoom, it's completely free, and the places are limited. So, if you've been living with anxiety for so long that it's actually started to feel like you, I want you to know that that's one of the most common things I hear. Or maybe you know someone that's been crippled by anxiety. It's also one of the most relieving things to discover that it isn't true at all. So the link to sign up is in my bio. Come and find out what anxiety has actually been trying to do and what becomes possible when you finally stop running from it. And please do forward this on to anyone you know that could benefit.